no se olviden de rezar por mí, para que yo pueda compartir con muchos la alegría de Jesús.
Pope Francis, the 266th pontiff and leader of the Catholic Church, has died. His papacy was defined by a focus on poor and marginalized people, as well as the adoption of more liberal church approaches. Jorge Mario Bergoglio was born in Buenos Aires in 1936, the son of Italian immigrants. Ordained in 1969, Pope John Paul II named him assistant bishop in Buenos Aires in 1992. He became archbishop 5 years later and became a cardinal in 2001. After the abdication of Pope Benedict XVI in February 2013, the Vatican chose the Archbishop of Buenos Aires on March 13, 2013, to be the next head of the Catholic Church.
It's now just a little bit past 7 o'clock in the evening here in Rome. There
Smoke.
you have it, smoke. That looks like white smoke.
It certainly seems to be turning progressively more white as it issues from the chimney.
Francis was the first non-European pope chosen in more than 1,200 years.
The cross-bearer is coming out, and there he is.
He was the first to choose the name and chose it in honor of St. Francis of Assisi, signaling his intent to serve the poor. His inclusive style as pontiff was hailed by liberal and casual Catholics, but proved divisive within the Church and among conservatives, like when he seemed to open the door for divorced and remarried Catholics to receive the sacrament. Francis was unusually outspoken on many topics. Addressing the climate crisis, he declared pollution a sin. He called capitalism the devil's dung.
Benefattori della Chiesa che vengono con l'offerta, prende per la Chiesa, e questa offerta è frutto del sangue di tanta gente sfruttata, maltrattata, schiavizzata, col lavoro mal pagato. Io dirò a questa gente: per favore, portate indietro il tuo assegno, brucialo.
During the Zika virus outbreak in 2016, he suggested flexibility on church opposition to contraception because of the dangers facing pregnant people. He was critical of President Donald Trump's promise of a border wall with Mexico, saying, "A person who thinks only about building walls wherever they may be and not building bridges is not Christian." And Francis clashed with American conservative Catholic leaders, even going so far as to remove a critic of his, Bishop Joseph Strickland, as head of the Diocese of Tyler, Texas.
Millions of people came to this land to pursue the dream of building a future in freedom. As the son of immigrants, knowing that so many of you are also descendants from immigrants.
While the Pope may have reinvented the style of the office, official church doctrine remained largely unchanged during his papacy. For instance, in 2020 he shocked religious conservatives by defending secular rights of same-sex couples.
Stunning news and a major departure from his predecessors. Pope Francis is signaling he supports same-sex civil unions.
In 2023, Francis called for the abolition of secular anti-gay laws, saying that being homosexual is not a crime. He went further later that year, opening the door to some blessings of gay couples by Catholic priests, and also indicated openness to circumstances in which transgender people may be baptized or serve as godparents. And yet, the Pope made it clear that official church doctrine would not evolve. Francis did not budge on his opposition to married priests, women serving as deacons, or the church opposition to official recognition of same-sex marriage. Revelations of sexual abuse and attempts to cover up and protect abusers among the clergy continued to come to light during Francis' tenure. While he intervened to escalate a small number of cases and created the first commission dedicated to the protection of minors, he also promoted a Chilean bishop, Juan Barros, who had allegedly covered up for a pedophile priest. Francis later accepted the bishop's resignation. The Vatican did punish a former Washington, D.C. archbishop, defrocking Theodore McCarrick in 2019. Francis embraced his role as diplomat, traveling widely, including to countries not traditionally visited by the Pope.
He released a dove as a symbol of peace on Sunday, day 3 of the first ever visit to Iraq by a pope.
Francis also altered the makeup of the College of Cardinals, which will select the next pope. His selections have included many from historically underrepresented parts of the Catholic world, including the selection of the first African-American cardinal in former Washington, D.C. Archbishop Wilton Gregory in 2020.
Algunos de ustedes vienen de otros lugares y muchos de otros países. Y eso es bueno, aunque sé que no siempre es fácil tener que trasladarse y encontrar una nueva casa, encontrar nuevos vecinos, amigos. No es fácil, pero hay que empezar. Es hermoso tener sueños y es hermoso poder luchar por los sueños. No se lo olviden.